Hi, my name is Jason Rodriguez, and I am one of the hiring managers for InVida Financial Network. I happen to be here in Fresno, California. I'm part of our Northern California office out of Roseville, and about a year ago, I moved here to Fresno to kind of open up this area to InVida. And so if you're in the valley between Modesto and Bakersfield, most likely I'm the guy that you are going to be working with, because I'm building a team here and hiring literally hundreds of people throughout the valley, putting them to work and creating a really big business, a fast growing business, exciting business here in the valley. But one of the questions that comes up from time to time, and I want to answer it directly today, is the question of, is InVida a MLM, or a multi-level marketing company? That question comes up, and it turns some people off because they have some negative connotations with MLM. So let me directly answer that by saying that no, InVida is not an MLM. So we got that out of the way, right? But even after I tell people that, it's interesting, because even after I tell people that, there are people that still kind of think, you know what, I don't know that I believe that. It looks like one, it smells like one, you can't convince me that it's not one. So let me kind of clear the air and kind of share with you, pull back the curtain, so to speak, and kind of share with you what InVida is, and counter that and kind of talk about the differences between what an MLM is and what InVida is. So let me jump into that. There's a lot of false news, fake news as they call it today, out there, and so I think one of those things is a misconception about what MLMs are. So let's start with that and say that a multi-level marketing company, and this is my opinion, but I mean, you can look this up. A multi-level marketing company is a company that essentially is going direct to consumers, right? They're going direct to the customer through word of mouth marketing. So they hire you, they hire a person and pay a person a very small amount to go out and promote their product by word of mouth. And that person, generally speaking, will go out and share with friends and family about a certain product. And they try, they'll have parties and they'll do things of that nature, and try to get a bunch of people together to start selling product XYZ. Okay, that's what an MLM does. And one of the things that I have found in my 45 years is that with most, if not all, MLM companies that I've ever come across, that the person at the bottom, the person that is starting day one, that person cannot make any significant amount of money quickly. And when I say significant, well, I don't know what significant is to you, but that person cannot go out and start making a few $1,000s a month right from the beginning. They can't just jump in, go out and start making a bunch of money, because with MLMs, they are selling a product, but there is no there's no spread in there. There's no profit in there. If I buy the product direct from the company and I turn around and sell it to you, there is very little difference between what I'm paying wholesale and what you're paying retail. So in my experience, I have never found an MLM company that you can make a good living at, or even a decent living at, selling product. See, the thing with MLMs, the whole thing with MLMs, is that you have to build a network of people. You have to go out and you have to recruit and bring people into the business and get those people to start buying the products as well. That's how an MLM works, okay? And I want to say that right there, those two things, that you can't make money as a new person from day one, and there is a very strong emphasis on recruiting and building an organization. So those two things are characteristics that I think are what distinguish or what makes an MLM an MLM. Okay, now let me contrast that by showing you what InVida is and how it is not those things. So first of all, with the first thing, with InVida, we are licensed insurance agents, and there are, I'll not name names, but there is a company out there that is in the financial services sector that is an MLM. That company, if you are a new licensed agent with that company and you go out and write a policy, your contract level starts at something like 20 or 25%. So if you go out and you write a policy, you are making 25% of the annual premium. Okay? That is a very, very small amount of money in the industry. If you look industry-wide, that's a very small amount. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go to work for a company that's only going to pay me 25% on a contract. So, very, very small amount. The emphasis on that particular company, again, I'm not naming names, but the emphasis on that particular company is go out and recruit. Recruit your friends, recruit your neighbors, recruit the people that you know, recruit the people within your sphere of influence. And so the emphasis there is recruit, 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 not sell, sell, sell. There's no margin in the sales. So it's less focused on product, it's more focused on recruiting. Okay, so that's one thing. That's not InVida, that's a different company. So the second thing was the recruitment aspect. So at InVida, I'm just going to go back. So at InVida, you start out at a 60% contract. So from day one, as a licensed agent, you can go out, you can write a policy, and you're going to take home 60% of the annual premium. That's what you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid 60% of the annual premium. So from day one, you can start making real money. You can go out, and if you sold just 2 or 3 policies a week, every week, and not just to your friends, not to your family, you can buy leads, right? You could do your warm market. You could go out, you could talk to strangers, you could go knock on doors. I don't advise that, but I mean, you could do that. However you come across people, whether it's running ads on the internet, on Instagram, on Facebook, you go out and you sell a few policies, you're making at least 60% from day one. That's money that you can live off of. That is real money. That is money that will translate at the end of the year to you making $50,000, $60,000. So that's good money. That's not the kind of money that you make in an MLM. So that's one thing. That is one reason right there why InVida is definitely not an MLM. Number 2 is the recruiting aspect. And that goes hand in hand with that 60%. Because while there is a component within the insurance industry, see, this is how the insurance industry works, is that, and this is not just InVida, this is all the companies, right? This is all the organizations out there. There is a component to this industry that, in order for the industry to grow, in order for the industry to survive and to grow, we have to bring in new agents. We have to hire new agents. And so we are incentivized to hire people. We are incentivized to bring in people that we think that would be good insurance agents, and to bring them into the company, and then we get an incentive for that. So I mean, it's that simple, really. Other companies, maybe you get a referral for referring somebody to your company, but within the insurance business and in InVida, you can bring somebody in, you can hire somebody, and if you are, as long as you are at a contract level that is higher than them, you're going to make what's called an override. This is a norm within the industry. It's called an override. And so, yeah, those are the two things right there that I'm going to say that differentiate InVida as not being an MLM. It is what you would call in the industry an IMO, which is an independent marketing organization. And there are hundreds of IMOs within the insurance industry. So it is a good question. I understand why people get confused and why people could think that it is an MLM. Like I said, there is a company out there that's in the financial services company that actually is an MLM. And I guess probably because of the recruiting aspect, that's how we grow our business. That's to some degree how why people may consider that or think of that as a multi-level marketing scheme or company, but it's not. It's just how in the insurance business, it's how we grow our business. That's not to say that you as an agent who comes in, that is not to say that you have to hire anybody. You do not have to hire anybody with InVida. And that actually is something that if you're looking at the industry, that's something that you may want to consider looking at with these other companies, because some of these other companies do put a heavy focus on recruiting. And you won't necessarily, I don't want to say you won't find that with InVida, because we want you to succeed. We want you to have and create the life that you want for yourself. And for a lot of people, the life that they want is a big one, right? They want a big life. They want to live large and enjoy nice things. And so to create the kind of lifestyle that you want, it would be advantageous. It would be beneficial for most people, I would say. In the long run, in the long term, it would be beneficial to create and to build an organization as opposed to being the person that goes out and writes all the business. So if you're the one that's going out and writing all the business for your company, I mean, that's cool, that's fine. There is nothing wrong with that, and you can do that. You can make a great living. You can make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year going out hustling hard, working hard, writing lots and lots of business. You can do that. But man, it's just a lot easier, a lot simpler if you hire people and take some time to train and develop a team and teach your team how to go out and do what you do. If you're good at sales, great, sell a lot. But teach your team how to sell. Go out and teach a few people how to sell and duplicate yourself. And that will make your life so much easier. That'll make your earnings grow exponentially, grow so much greater. So I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah. All right. Well, that is my spiel on InVida and it not being an MLM. It is not. It is an IMO, independent marketing organization. And I hope that answers your questions. If you've got any more, definitely feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm here for you. Again, Jason Rodriguez. Talk to you soon. Bye.